There's certainly individuals in the workforce who have been very successful working, but haven't really taken the time to take care of themselves.
Their jobs require so much that they have neglected themselves over the years.
It just makes sense that if you're feeling better individually, you're going to be more productive at work. A healthy workforce is going to equal a healthy bottom line. Our mission at Optimal Health Institute is focused on preventing problems rather than trying to deal with the aftermath all the time. In our current medical system, where time is such a premium, it's difficult to go see the doctor and spend enough time in the physician's office to really get at what some of the fundamental issues are that are causing the problem. Our focus is turning that medical model on its head, where we spend a lot of time before we even see a client come in, and then we spend a lot of time with them to really try to get at some of the root causes of what's going on. The typical annual physical exam in a physician's office might take 10 to 15 minutes. We would tend to spend probably an hour to hour and a half in terms of both the exam as well as reviewing and explaining what all this laboratory data means to a patient. It's not uncommon for someone to come and spend a full day with us, although we can break up the evaluation into half-day segments, and that can certainly be an issue for a busy executive trying to carve out the time to come in and see us. So we're pretty flexible in that sense. Almost everything is in play when you come to our office. Most individuals have a lot of different things that they're concerned about, and that's why it does take some time. It makes it easier for us to put together a program which is multifaceted, looking at nutrition, looking at stress levels, looking at their exercise patterns. And this is often occurring at a time in life where the normal aging process is catching up with them, and by that I mean their hormone levels are dropping. And when that happens, it's quite normal to feel sort of a lack of energy, a lack of clear thinking. So I think it's, especially in that 50-plus population, it's important to assess where they are from a hormonal standpoint.
The physical and the psychological, mind and body, they're so interconnected. You may have a number of other physical symptoms that are very real, but that are actually due to psychological reasons. If you have a valued employee who's having problems on the job, we can work with that person and get them back to where they need to be, where they're productive and contributing to the work environment again.
Medication use has a role, obviously, in today's world, but it's certainly not the first thing that one should go to. So the fundamentals to us include proper nutrition and exercise, and I would say those are the pedestals on which our practice is based. Doing those things day in, day out, week in, week out, over time makes a substantial difference in terms of weight control, blood pressure, energy levels, just overall functioning. Well, there certainly are a number of hospitals or clinics or facilities that one could go to for a quote executive physical. These oftentimes are sort of one-shot deals. Go in, spend your 4 hours or your 6 hours after having traveled across country and incurring the cost involved with that, and then leave with results to go back to your doctor, but really probably not having a good sense of where you're going with this and not having any sort of follow-up. Our preference would be to continue to work with patients on an ongoing basis so that change doesn't become an end product, it becomes a process. And it takes a while to get there. It takes a while to develop some new habits, and that's why we are around to support our patients. We are just a phone call away and pride ourselves on being readily accessible.
We don't get to just see our patients once a year for an annual physical. We have the opportunity to talk with them and see them as much as possible. We encourage them, if they're in the area, drop in. No appointment needed. Pick up the phone. If we don't hear from you, we'll call you and just say, how you doing?
We believe in building a practice based on relationships, and relationships take time. Our comprehensiveness and the amount of time that we take and the pride that we take in building those relationships probably is what makes us stand out.